Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kirti Patel. I have been working as a senior automation test engineer for more than 10 years and this is my first tutorial video. Today we will answer a very common JavaScript interview question which is very important and asked by many interviewers in the interview session. Can a JavaScript object hold a function as a property? Let's say this practically in a VS Code. I have created a new JavaScript file here, question1.js. Let's write some code and run it with node.js to understand. So first, I will create an object. Let me maximize my screen so you guys can properly see it. Okay, so first we will create an object. Const person and the person name is Kirti. So here I have created one object name with the person and it has a one property, the name, and the value of that property is a Kirti. In an object we can provide the property in a key value pair, like the key is a name and the value is Kirti. Now let's create one function. So here the function name is greet, and if we are creating one function we have to provide the keyword function, and under that we will just simply console.log hello Kirti. This dot name represent Kirti, like the current object property. It will represent the current object which is person and the dot name. So we are calling the property name with this keyword. So let's call this function. So to call this function we have to use the object name. So what is the object name here? Person. Person dot greet. Greet is the function name. So it will directly print the hello Kirti. It will call the greet, and in greet function we are printing hello this dot name. This will take the value from here and it will print Kirti. So here I have created an object called person and it has a normal property called name and another property called greet, which is actually a function. This shows that yes, JavaScript objects can hold functions as a properties. When we call function.greet, it executes the function. Let's run this code. we have to first move into the folder which we have created, and under that we have to write the command node and then the file name. So here you can see it has printed hello Kirti and successfully our code is running. So now moving ahead, we can add one more variation to show the interview depth. For example, I will create one method arrow function as a property. This was my normal method. Now I am going to create a arrow function. So to create an arrow function, what we have to do, just we have to give a name of our function, then we have to give the pass the arrow keyword, and here we can write our code. So let me change arrow hello. So yeah, I have to put this comma because these are properties. So now in person object I have a three properties. First is the name as a variable, then the function greet, and the third one is hello arrow hello method. So to call this, I will use the same method person dot arrow hello. So likewise, we can define our function inside the object as a property. So the answer will be yes, JavaScript object can hold function as a properties. When we call them like object.method, we call them methods. Normal functions use the objects this, but the twist is arrow function don't they take this from outside. This is very common in real world coding. For example, this here we have written person.greet, this dot name. This will work properly, but the person arrow hello will not work. Let's check it out. So here you can see hello Kirti. It's printing Kirti correctly. But you can see this dot name for the arrow key function, this dot name here, this is showing me undefined value. That means for arrow key function, they take this from outside, like they treat this value as a globally, like this is not a local or current object, this take as a global object. So that's why the global object we have not defined yet, so the value is printed as a undefined. So that's all for the today's question. If you are preparing for the interviews, remember functions are first class citizens in JavaScript, so you can store them and pass them. Thank you.